live broadcast. We are broadcasting live on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously, so welcome. If you're joining us on YouTube, I always like you to hit that subscribe button if you are new especially, so that you'll be notified when we go live. And on Facebook, if you hit that like button, and there's also an area in the comment section, you can click that and then you will be notified when we go live as well. Always feel free to share this with any of your girlfriends or relatives or husbands or other friends that you think might benefit from intermittent fasting as a way of life for not only looking and feeling your best, but also living your most authentic life around food. Today we are going to talk about the reward system and how it is we set up rewarding ourselves when we hit a goal. I would like to quickly introduce myself. My name is Diane. Welcome if you're new. For the past 25 years, I have been helping women find nutritional plans and fitness programs to help them look and feel their best and, most importantly, live their most authentic life. And in this community here, we are generally doing that with intermittent fasting. I started searching out intermittent fasting for myself a couple of years ago when I was in my late 40s and was suffering from some of the very frustrating things that happen to us women as we begin to age and our body chemistry is changing with all the hormonal changes that we're going through, and all the old tricks I used to have up my sleeve for keeping my weight off and keeping my physique the way I wanted to, and also staying healthy, were no longer working for me. And I found myself insulin resistant in a pre-diabetic state and with about 15 pounds of body fat I just could not lose. So I started intermittent fasting. I started it with the trial and error method and was very frustrated for about a year, and then continued to do my research until I was able to develop a plan for aging women that incorporates intermittent fasting in a way that we can do exactly what we talk about here, and that is look and feel our best while living our most authentic life around food. So today we're going to talk about rewarding ourselves and what kind of reward system we have in place when we reach a goal. And most specifically, what we'll talk about is a goal with health and fitness. Oftentimes as women, we reward ourselves the way we were conditioned to reward ourselves from our childhood. So if you were raised in a home where you were rewarded with treats or dinners out or some sort of food item, that is generally how we end up rewarding ourselves as grown women, because we're conditioned to do that. I know I was conditioned to do that myself. So as soon as I hit a certain weight, or as soon as I felt really great about my physique and felt like I was working really hard to accomplish my goals, the first thing that I wanted to do was go celebrate with some chips and salsa and some margaritas. And then the very next day you wake up and you feel bloated and you feel all out of shape and you feel sort of regretful and guilty about what you just did. And it's not really our fault. I mean, we were conditioned that way as kids. It's something that we do kind of subconsciously. We don't really think about it. We're feeling great. We're feeling proud of ourselves. And then we reward ourselves in the way that we know makes us feel our best because of the way we were conditioned generally through our childhood. So if you're that kind of person, and I know to go even a step further, and we see it as jokes a lot in social media and in media in general, that we as women get into the habit of rewarding ourselves with that glass or two of wine in the evening because we made it through another day and we didn't kill one of our kids, or we made it through the day and we did all the laundry, or we're just exhausted and it's time to sit on the couch and we mindlessly drink our wine and have our popcorn or whatever it is that we do. And again, we're sabotaging ourselves slowly, but we're doing it in the form of a reward system. So have you considered what this conditioning from your childhood might be doing to you, or what it is that you're conditioned to do because maybe some of the social aspects of what we see in media or more importantly in social media? And as women, the wine market hits us hard. It's comical, it's very lighthearted, and it's sort of what is expected of us women to do. Yet, it could be that very thing that's keeping us from reaching our most potential with what we're trying to do with our health and fitness, or what we're trying to do with our health, and puts us in that cyclical area of our life where we're constantly up and down and up and down and up and down. So we hit the bottle of wine at night, and then we go through the drive-thru at Starbucks in the morning, and then we hit the bottle of wine at night, and then we go through the Starbucks line in the morning. And those two single events can really be that thing that keeps us in that sort of hamster wheel of always chasing something that we feel like we can never achieve, and ultimately makes us unhappy with what it is we're doing in our life. So I'm going to give you guys some tips tonight on some things that you can do that are going to be non-food related rewards, in a way that you can maybe set up a system for yourself, that you can reward yourself for having a great day, for not killing the kids, for getting the homework done with your son or daughter, getting them off to school, getting all the laundry done, or achieving maybe just a health and fitness goal. So if you set these reward systems up before you hit your goal, so you set them up in the goal setting process, so the day one, figure out what it is you're going to reward yourself when you get to the actual goal you're trying to achieve. And remember, if you've watched me in some goal setting videos, I always talk about when you're setting those goals, you want to make sure that you're setting them in the present tense, and you want to make sure that your goals are measurable and attainable. So you want to make sure that you have a way to actually measure your success when you get there. So we've set our goal, we put it in the present tense, it's measurable, it's attainable, and then we finally hit it. But we're going to put that reward system in place right underneath that attainable part. What are you going to do when you hit that goal? Here's some ideas that are non-food related. If it's health and fitness, the best thing you can do to reward yourself if you achieve that sort of goal is maybe a new workout outfit, or maybe a new pair of running shoes, or workout shoes, or a cute, pair of leggings, or whatever it is that you can do to enhance the activity that you did to get you to that goal. If you're intermittent fasting, maybe you're going to invest in some new item for the kitchen that you can cook with, or maybe you're going to invest in a good book so you can dive into that book when you're trying to get to that fasted state and you need to keep your mind occupied, or invest in some Gucci water or a new water bottle or something that's going to help you go to that next phase of that goal. If it's just a goal in general that you've achieved, and maybe it's not fasting related, or maybe it's not fitness related, but you were really working hard towards something and you achieved that goal, think about doing some things like maybe treating yourself to a movie, or get a manicure and a pedicure, or go buy a new piece of jewelry. And when I say these things about expense, you can do something that's very inexpensive but can still make you feel good about what it is that you achieve. So it doesn't have to be something that's super expensive, but just something that in any other situation you wouldn't treat yourself to, so that you do feel rewarded. Invite a girlfriend out for a walk. Go take a fitness class somewhere, something that would be out of the norm for you. Go rent a paddleboard and go paddleboarding with a girlfriend. Something that's going to keep you in the positive and not make you feel regretful or guilty the next day after you've kind of celebrated that goal. And then on a day-to-day basis, really try to set up some of those boundaries so that you don't end up plopping yourself on the couch at the end of the day just because you had a great day. Make sure you have some things in place that you can reward yourself with that will make you feel better when you wake up the next morning. Because remember, we get through days pretty frequently. So if you're rewarding yourself every night for getting through a day successfully, then you're constantly in that reward mode. So see if there's some things that you can do at the end of the night that don't involve plopping yourself on the couch and having a glass or two of wine and a bag of popcorn. Maybe just go to bed. Take a hot bath. Read a book. Take your dog for a walk. Sit and have a conversation with your husband. Think of some things that you can do that will keep you in the mode of positivity and get you in that mode where you want to keep moving in the direction that you're moving in. And trust me, I've been in all of those situations. I've been in the plop on the couch, have a glass of wine because I made it through the day and got homework done and the kids got off to school on time, and I'm super mom because I got it all done, and then I sit and have a glass of wine or two on the couch, and then the very next morning I'm bummed out and tired and not feeling my best. And if I just would have, I don't know, gone to bed or taken a bath or set my workout clothes out for the next day or done something a little bit more constructive, then I would have had a better morning the next morning. So I understand. I've been in all of those situations. But what I can tell you is when I've just changed a few of my habits and set my reward system up before I achieved my goals, then I'm a lot more successful and I'm a lot more pleased with my reward system than if I just do it on the fly with an emotional part of me in the reward system that might be coming from some conditioning that I had in the past. So I'm going to jump on really quick and welcome everybody that's here. So make sure that you say hi so I'll know you're there and I'll welcome you and see if there's any questions or comments that we can address here. So let me see who we have here. Darla is here. Michael's here. Rita's here. Randy, hello. Good. I'm glad you had a good day, Randy. Lori, yay, rewards, right? We got to love rewards. Janet, good evening. Maggie's here. Nadie, I think it is, from Houston. Hey, Nadie. Maggie from Sugarland. Sarah from Utah. Hello, Rita. I have never cared for wine, thank goodness, since it runs my sugar up too high. Yeah, lucky you, girlfriend. I'm not really liking it anymore either. And it's not that I have, my tastes have changed for wine. I really don't like the way it makes me feel anymore. So I'm always second guessing myself before I pour a glass of wine because the sugar, I just can't break it down anymore. So I'm getting that way too. Wine in Starbucks sounds familiar to me. I know. Girl, we've been there. We've all been there. Hi there, Yvonne. I hardly ever reward myself. When I do, it's usually in the form of clothing, lip gloss, and sunglasses. Girlfriend, you got it going on. Lip gloss is a good reward too. Lisa, hello. Lori, when I hit my next goal, October 10th, I'm treating myself to Vitamix. My old blender is awful, and I want the best one for my break fast super shake. Lori, that sounds like a great reward. Lisa, you're welcome. Vitamix is the best. Kate is here. Welcome. Let's see. Brianna is here. Welcome. That's my cousin. Bernadette, I have my eyes on some comfy pajamas. They are a little on the expensive side. That's a great goal, and it's one of those things that's out of your norm. So it does feel like a real reward. So that's a great reward, Bernadette. Gina, I'll take a nice bath, but have a nice bottle of wine and pedicures. Yeah. That's okay too. Just make sure that you only do it on the reward day. Terry from Maryland, hello. Christine from Chicago. Sharonda, hello. Joy. Rena, guess I'll have to change the reward my hubby and I talked about today. Uh-oh, what was your reward, Rena? Robin, you will love it. Best money spent in my kitchen. Oh yeah, that must be the Vitamix. Let's see. I really don't like blenders, so it's hard for me to justify spending that money on a Vitamix. I don't know. I'll have to change my thought, I guess. Everyone raves about them. Brown Eyes, hello. Thank you for the compliment on the hair. I'm loving it too. Agata, hello. Patty, September 11th. Agata from Finland. Patricia, hi from Spokane. This is a topic I'm paying attention to as I don't know how to reward myself in an appropriate manner. Well, hopefully this helped. Let me know if this helped, and if you want some more clarification or more examples, I can give them to you. Jennifer, newbie here. Glad I found you. I'm ready to let IF give me a long, healthy, happy life. Awesome. Jennifer, good to have you here. Did you join our course yet? Bridget from Oklahoma City. Jenny, love your new hairstyle. Oh, thank you. It is sassy. I like it. Kathleen, great. Hot bath with a great scented bath bomb after a good workout. Yeah, that's good. Or some Epsom salts. We always love our Epsom salts. Great. Haven't thought about creating rewards for myself. Will be fun to do this. Yeah, it's super cool. Make a list. From Georgia, I love your videos. I just started IF this week. I'm learning a lot from you. Oh, you're welcome. Glad to have you here. Free love. Make a running list, so you have, what I like to do is set goals, big goals, and then break them down into little goals, and then I reverse engineer how I'm going to get there. So what you can do is start with a big goal and a big reward, and then sort of reverse engineer down and break down your goals into small, achievable, and measurable and attainable goals, and attach little rewards to that, and then get yourself to a big reward at the end. And maybe it is something you have to discuss with your spouse or family or whatever, or start out with, a workout outfit from Target, and then your big reward would be a workout outfit from Lululemon or something, so you can kind of increase the value of your reward as you go up if you want to keep it along the same lines or whatever. So there's always great ways to build in some variety there, so you're constantly keeping that list going. Vitamix is life-changing. Make your own nut milk, Diane. That's a good idea. I've tried to make my own nut milk before and it was way too hard. Or not hard, it was easy, but it was like, if I could just go buy some good milk. I reward myself with smaller size clothes, but only after I drop the bigger sizes off at Goodwill. Yeah, I just dropped a bunch of stuff at Goodwill too. That's a really good feeling too. I talked about that on, I think I talked about that on Instagram today, about tidying up your life and cleaning out your closet and purposely cleaning out your closet to give stuff to Goodwill. And that's a really great feeling to be able to give stuff away. Marina, I love your ideas. I just struggle with doing those good things consistently. I think writing down reward ideas would, yeah. So if you have a planner, or a journal or something that you're keeping, then maybe take a section and write your rewards there, and then assign rewards down the road through your calendar system if you achieve a goal. So that way you kind of have something to look forward to as you're going through your week or your month or your year. And then that keeps things exciting and fresh and new too. Now, there's nothing worse than having a goal that you're working at with no end in sight. And so for us with intermittent fasting, especially because we're doing this for a lifetime. So unlike a diet, which generally has parameters tied to a date or an end time. So you work really hard and make a bunch of sacrifices, and then you hit an end point and you measure your reward, your success, and then you celebrate it. And then next thing you know, you're not on the diet anymore, and then you need to have a new diet. Call it the dieting cycle, right? So with intermittent fasting, we're setting up systems, and we're setting up a knowledge base based on what makes us look and feel our best as individuals. So it's not a plan that's generalized. We're developing it for ourselves so that we can maintain this for a lifetime. So there's no end in sight. So if you look at what you're doing as, I'm going to do this forever, then it's like, there's no reward system. So you almost have to build in some goals that you're going to reward yourself with. So maybe it's like I went, a whole month and I fasted for 20 hours and feasted for 4, and I didn't cheat on my feast, or whatever you would consider cheating. I don't like to use the word cheat, which is why I kind of paused on that. But maybe you didn't sneak in anything that you knew was sort of iffy, and you really stuck to it for a good month, and you've gotten to that energized sense of calm, and you really noticed that your body was burning some fat efficiently, and you got your workouts in, and you had a great month. Put a reward at the end of that month when you go through and you evaluate how your month went. Or maybe you have a system where you're trying to get back into working out, and you say, I'm going to work out 5 days every week for the month of October. So that would be a great setup for October. I'm going to work out 5 days a week for the month of October, and you have to actually calendar in a 7-day period, 5 of those days you're going to work out. You say what you're going to do for your workout, how long you're going to work out, and you build it into your day. And then you X those off. And at the end of October, if in fact you worked out 5 days a week for 4 weeks or whatever we have in October, and you hit that goal, then that's when you would have the reward, and you just write that in at the end of the month when you're tallying up how many days out of the month that you hit your goal. So that's a great system to get into place for building a reward system. You can do the same thing with reading a book. You read a book, and you're going to read, a certain book from the 1st of October to the end of October, and you want to be done by the end of October, and you finish that book. You reward yourself by buying a new book for November, or you buy yourself a new candle that you can light when you're reading your book, or anything that's going to enhance what it is that you're trying to be better at. And then that way you get re-motivated to stay with whatever it is you're doing. And that's really how I like to work a reward system. It works really great with kids too. So if you are that parent or that grandparent who's rewarding your kids with food or treats or those kind of things, which is fine on occasion, but make sure you're not conditioning them to set them up for future situations like some of us might be struggling with. So think about not only for yourself, how are you rewarding yourself, but how are you rewarding others? And are you rewarding them in a way that might not be conducive to their life or their future? And are you conditioning them for some things that they might end up struggling with down the road? And even material things can cause some of those conditioning problems too. So a good thing to remember is make sure that the reward fits the accomplishment, right? So you don't want to over-reward, and then next time there's a reward that's being set up, you have to kind of exceed the original award. So make sure that the rewards that you're setting match the accomplishment. and don't go overboard, because then you just have to keep building on it to get the fulfillment and satisfaction from it. So make sure that those rewards are appropriate as well. Let's see, we had some more comments here. Vicky from Perth, IF is amazing and I recommend to all my friends. I feel fabulous. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. Marina, I love your ideas. I just struggle with doing the good things consistently. I think writing them down. Yeah, you got to write them down. Oh, Pam, you're welcome. Freela, okay, I already talked about you. Let's see, Sophia is saying hi from New Zealand, August 12th group, down 7 kilograms and 33 centimeters in total. I really need to go clothes shopping. That's a great reward for all those accomplishments, Sophia. Good for you. Good for you. Okay, cool. Well, hopefully that gives you guys some ideas. I would say save the wine for infrequencies. Maybe set up a calendar system for when you're going to reward yourself with a glass of wine or a margarita or maybe martini or something. And make sure it's not an everyday thing. Just because you got through the day is not a reason to have a glass or two of wine. Have some sparkling water or have a cup of tea or go to bed or take a hot bath. That way you'll stay in line with your goals. If it's something that you feel you're conditioned to do and it knocks you out of your goals, change the condition. You have the power as a grown woman to change some things in your life. And if you're not liking the way your life is going, make a change. Make sure you acknowledge the fact that you're not liking it and then specifically put the action items in to change those things so that way you'll stay on track with your goals. Make sure that you're rewarding yourself in a way that you stay on track with what it is you're trying to accomplish. I hope this helped you guys. I know for women, it's often hard for us to reward ourselves because we're so used to giving and we're not comfortable with receiving, even if it's from ourselves. So do it purposely, do it with some good intent, and plan it out. That way you don't miss that step when you reach those goals. A couple of announcements. We have sent the email out for those of you who've been asking about Hurricane Harvey contributions and donations. So if you haven't received that email, let us know. We can give you the link that you can donate. We had donations coming in today, so I'm super excited and I'm super grateful for everyone who has participated in that. Again, if anyone who's joining our group in September, part of your proceeds from your course registration are going to go directly to the Hurricane Harvey relief efforts with Team Rubicon. So we're going to keep that going through the month of September. And then finally, if you are looking to join our group and you're going to sign up this week for this Saturday's course, which is the 23rd, we will be picking 5 women through a drawing who will be offered a free consult call with me, where I will work individually with you one-on-one to help you get to your intermittent fasting goals and help you tweak some things you might be stuck on. That is a $50 value, so that is a great addition. Get yourself registered before Friday at 3 p.m. and you might just be one of the lucky recipients who will win one of the 5 free consult calls that we give away. Hurricane Harvey efforts will go on through the end of the month, so if you can't do it now, don't worry about it. We will have that open until September 30th. Registration closes for the course this Friday at 3 p.m. And if you're looking to join the alumni course, that registration is open until the 30th. All the links can be found in the comment section, or you can email us and we'll get those to you as well. Have a super Thursday. Oh my gosh, it's Thursday already, so I won't see you guys until Monday. If you'd like to jump in with me live on Instagram, we do that every day about 4 o'clock Central Standard Time. So you can go check me out on Instagram if you like. We're doing a September Self-Care Challenge, and every day I give you a tip on how to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. So have a super night tonight, you guys. I hope you have a fabulous weekend, and I will see you back here on Monday.